Anyway, you can never go wrong with real estate. But what is the real deal? My name is Chapinduka-Nyasulu, CEO of ERIS Properties. It's not just buying land or just building that house. It is more. The first one is a basic necessity. So everyone needs a home, and a home is part of a real estate. For those who are running businesses, everyone needs a place where they can run their businesses, be it offices, be it temporary accommodation like a hotel where we are here, be it an industrial where they need to manufacture, as well as retail where they need to sell things. So from that perspective, it is a basic necessity. The second part that real estate plays is that for those ones who want to use real estate as an investment, it is a source of locking their funds. And they lock their funds as part of diversification to manage the risk, but at the same time, they also get income through rent. So they have locked their funds, but at the same time, they also get income. So there's passive income from it. Then thirdly, it is for image, it is for status. Every country is the first thing that when you go to a country, they will look at the infrastructure, and real estate stands out because it's tangible. Even when we progress in life, we always pull out to say, I've progressed. For example, I've got so many pieces of real estate. So it's a symbol of status, it's a symbol of the face of even nations. So choosing the right location is important, because if you want to succeed, you have to invest where you can get the best out of it. The second piece, where now what that makes real estate a success, is ensuring that you've got legal cover, getting your title for the piece of real estate. Then thirdly, you need to have the right design. You design into the future. Real estate has to be safe. And therefore, if it has to be safe, you need to ensure that the basic minimum standards are aligned to, and when any risks arise, for example, tremors, that building should stand and stay the test of time. Then finally, I think is to manage the investment with a business mindset. Now, if you are an investor into real estate, even your own home, you have to ensure that you look at it from a commercial perspective. For example, it will require to be looked after, it will require to be maintained, it will require to be changed every now and again. And for those things to happen, you really need to ensure that you get people who know what to do. And even yourself, you need also to be looking at how best can I look after an investment which stayed 50 years from now and it will still be relevant. So the linkage to having the correct advisor is simple. We've talked about, for you to choose a location, you have to be looking into what will it give me as the optimum result from my investment. So just like we all go to the hospital to meet a doctor, right? And why we go to the hospital to meet a doctor is because we are saying, I need to get the right prescription for the pain that I'm going through. So in the same manner, real estate is not just putting up bricks, putting a roof and you stay in, or you get money out of it. No, you need to get someone who will say, of all the alternatives of real estate, how and which one should I invest in which will give me the best return? And for that to happen, you need someone who's got knowledge all across. Real estate, secondly, is capital intensive. And because it's capital intensive, you may not have all the money to invest into it, much as you might have a very great idea. So if you want to access funding, you need someone who is who's got experience and knowledge in what we call capital structuring. And you also need to work with the financial institutions that will understand your idea, your vision, and even what has been worked as a success out of that real estate to give you that funding. So that too is not something that you just do by yourself, no. For the titling that I talked about, it is work that is done by professionals. So for example, for you to have the boundary demarcations, it's not you just taking a bag of cement and sinking it into the soil and you are saying I've got a boundary that will live and can be defended. No, you need to engage what we call land surveyors. Professional land surveyors who give you the boundary demarcation, they put the features, and later on you can have your title which now is aligned to the boundary demarcations. If you want to build or to design, it's not everyone, because they've got IT expertise, they can sketch, then they can give you the design. No, there are parameters that they follow to make that design functional. And that is the work of people who had gone to school, trained, and they spent time to come up with that. And that too cannot just be something that you say, I will ignore professionals. No. And then you build. It's not every bricklayer, and I'm putting it bricklayer who knows how to translate the plan into the ground, and why they are translating that plan into the ground the way it is. No, you need professional people, building contractors, or someone who has been equipped to build that house and align to the structural stability. From the management perspective, I think we manage with a commercial perspective, and managing with a commercial perspective is not just I've gotten someone to go into my house, they pay me 2 kwacha. No, why 2 kwacha, not 1 kwacha? Why 2 kwacha, not 5 kwacha? So you need to get professionals who can determine the best return for your investment from that real estate and in posterity, and manage the relationship, because you still need to keep those tenants in there for you to actualize your investment returns. So in all this, if I may summarize, you need to work with professionals from end to end. And in this professional team, you would have to work with people who have got technical expertise in design, people who've got a technical expertise in construction, people who've got technical expertise in raising money, and the financial institutions who can understand the terms that will fit your investment. And again, because real estate is a long-term investment, it has to be insured. You share the risk. Otherwise, you would sink your money into something and you haven't shared the risk. Should something happen, it is gone. So you need to make sure that you work with people who can understand all the dynamics of preserving that value, and at the same time giving you the best out of it. So I think that's how I can link to the need to work with professionals, and the need again to seek advice when you want to embark into real estate. Look out for our next topic on embracing digital in your business. Goodbye.